While both groups of prophets were tuned into the same frequency, they delivered the message with different lens settings. The major prophets tend to provide a wide-angle, cinematic view of the future, while the minor prophets often provide high-contrast, zoomed-in snapshots of the same events. 1. Scope: global empires versus local communities. The major prophets were often deeply embedded in the high politics of the day, dealing with the rise and fall of global superpowers. Their view of the future is massive in scale. Major prophets, wide angle, they see the future kingdom in terms of global governance. For example, Isaiah sees all nations flowing to Jerusalem, Isaiah 2, and Daniel sees a succession of world empires, Babylon, Persia, Greece, Rome, eventually replaced by a stone not cut by human hands that fills the earth. Minor prophets, zoomed in. They see the future through the lens of local restoration. Micah sees the future king coming from a tiny specific village, Bethlehem, and Amos sees the future as a time when the farmer will overtake the reaper, a focus on the restoration of the land and the common man that yes labor. 2. The nature of the Messiah. Both groups point toward a future anointed one, but they emphasize different characteristics. Aspect: major prophets. Perspective: minor prophets. Perspective: identity, the suffering servant and king. Isaiah portrays him as the one pierced for our transgressions and the Prince of Peace. The humble shepherd. Zechariah sees him on a donkey. Micah sees him as a shepherd king from a small town. Function: a light to the Gentiles. Focus on the Messiah, bringing justice to the ends of the earth and ruling nations. A purifier of Israel. Focus on the Messiah of wise, refining. The priests, Malachi, and pouring out the Spirit on sons and daughters, Joel. 3. The Day of the Lord. The Day of the Lord is the most prominent future theme in all prophetic literature, but the delivery varies. The major prophets, like Ezekiel, describe this day with cosmic, terrifying imagery involving the glory of God departing or returning, and massive battles, Gog and Magog. It is a grand, theological restructuring of the universe. The minor prophets, like Zephaniah and Joel, describe it with sensory imagery. They use locusts, darkness, and fire. To them, the day is a visceral wake-up call for the current generation to repent immediately. 4. Continuity versus discontinuity. Major prophets often provide a chronological timeline. Daniel, for instance, provides specific weeks and years, attempting to map out the distance to the future. Minor prophets often use conditional snapshots. Their view of the future is often, if you do X, then Y will happen.